Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here today. My name is Kyle Stone, and I am the Stark County prosecuting attorney. We have called this press conference to share and confirm the results of grand jury proceeding regarding the death of Frank Tyson while in police custody. No one is above the law, and no one is so far below it that they don't deserve its protections. All cases are presented the same, no matter who the person is. Justice and fairness for this office is a priority. As we have done with all prior officer-involved shootings and/or deaths, we await for BCI to complete their investigation, and they submit a report to my office. Once received in my office, then we review the information in its entirety. I generally read all of those reports to ensure that I have the best understanding of the case so that I may fully be aware and knowledgeable of the case when preparing and presenting to the grand jury. This case regarding Mr. Tyson was no different. Dennis Barr, my chief of the criminal division, and I reviewed this case in its entirety, and we presented it to the grand jury earlier this week. As the normal process, we presented the case to the grand jury in the same fashion with witnesses and evidence, and once we were done presenting, we exit the room. After the grand jury deliberated, they voted to indict Officers Burch and Schoenegge with reckless homicide, a felony in the 3rd degree in the death of Mr. Frank Eugene Tyson. Reckless homicide, as stated, is a 3rd degree felony with a potential of 36 months imprisonment and up to a $10,000 fine. I want to stress that these officers are innocent until proven guilty. As I prepare to answer questions to the press, I want to remind you I cannot share the details of grand jury testimony, and because this is a pending case, my ability to respond and provide information regarding the case is going to be limited, and we'll take questions at this time.
So reckless homicide, was that, when you speak to the grand jury, do you give them options? Do you recommend a charge? How did they arrive on reckless homicide and not some other charge?
So the grand jury reviews the evidence that's presented, and then they come to the conclusion what charges they're going to move forward with, and they vote on that, and that's how the indictment comes about. Any other questions?
Why does reckless homicide, why do you feel reckless homicide matches what happened here?
I believe that the grand jury thought that after evaluating the evidence that was presented, that it was the most fitting charge. You have to understand that if I go further in this conversation, it's contrary to what I just stated a few moments ago. And so based off of the information that was presented to them, they believe that that was the most accurate charge, and that's why they voted on it, and that's why they indicted him indicted those officers on those charges.